it's Katsumi, and today I'm summoning the cards for a timeless career reading. So whenever you find this, trust that your intuition will deliver the messages meant for you. Now, let's hop in and see how you're showing up in the career you deserve. Ooh, so first off, we have perfectionism, burnout, the hound with loyalty, chains, and promise. Ooh, so some of you are showing up as perfectionists within your career. Nothing wrong with that. But it is important to just be mindful of how this is affecting your work-life balance and just to be cautious about potential burnouts that might happen in the near potential future, right? Perhaps you've already experienced this. You're perhaps even recovering from a burnout. But yeah, just like be very mindful as to what it is your body needs, your mind, body, spirit, soul, everything, your spirit, right? And yeah, it looks like some of that perfectionism might be due to the loyalty you have with within the environment that you are in. So maybe you're loyal to a company, you're loyal to the craft that you have. It sounds as though you take yourself very seriously, and because of that, this perfectionism, it might also be some sense of like it's creating a chain, right, with you in this entity, this being, right? And it also might be due to some promises you've made to yourself or to the organization at play, okay? That might be, I'm getting like almost a sense like you want to break free, okay, from all of this perfectionism and this burnout. And it's really hard to do, especially if you've been doing it for years and years and you've kind of created almost like a work ethic behind it, right? But in order to kind of get through this, a sense of community could help you get through it. Maybe find something that kind of speaks to your soul in the sense of allowing you to see what it is you need to do to overcome these barriers or these boundaries in your life that were put in place, and kind of just like release the things that are not serving you any longer, okay? So the sense of community, whether that be virtually or in person, will be able to help you to accomplish that, okay? So let's see what else is happening in terms of how you're stepping closer to the career you deserve. But yeah, I mean, even still, like some sense of perfectionism might be required, but, just be mindful. Ooh, loss and risk. So in order to step closer to the career you desire, there might be some sense of sacrifice occurring, almost like a give and take, like a yin and yang vibe, where it's like, to get this, you must do this, or vice versa, or you might lose this. So doing this would lose this, but it will gain this instead, right? So it might be a little bit of sacrifice you'll have to make, okay? Some of you will be working a little bit more than what is necessary, I would say, in order to kind of push through the envelope, kind of just like pushing. I'm getting like a sense of like you're really working through these things, like you're working your butt off, right? And you just really want this thing, right? I'm getting a sense you really, really want something, and you're going to do whatever it takes, even if you burn out, okay? Because you have the sense of perfectionism coming through here, okay? And it's almost like a sense of loyalty even to yourself, right? I'm getting the sense of like loyalty because you promise something to your loved ones, you promise something to yourself. You have this like this spark igniting within you that is just waiting to be realized, or waiting for the right moment, like divine timing to happen, okay? And you've been through loss, you've been through risks, okay? And you've just been gambling your time, maybe your money, your investments into what it is you want to do, and you're just hoping everything works out. But this is definitely taking you to the next steps. This is helping you to get closer to what it is you desire. You're taking the risks that are necessary, okay? There's also a sense of balance coming through here with the alchemist. You have balance, invention, and destruction. Definitely that yin and yang. You have the good, you have the bad, but with that is balance, okay? You're being innovative about things as well. You're being very inventive, being very creative, okay? And you're also accepting help and guidance at this time as you're making moves, which is good to see. You also have a strong sense of self-worth, okay? You're trading your time for money. You're trading your time for things that it is you desire. And you're just being really good at making the transactions or trades you need within your life. Say, for instance, you do this and you receive this kind of thing. And also, you're very like in tune with the the tradition of thing. I'm getting almost like a sense of like hierarchy, almost like you know how a business has like this sort of like hierarchy in a company where it's like you start here and you work your way up the levels. You're very wise in knowing that you're going to have to work your way all the way up, and that's going to require some sense of like sacrifice to be made. But you're not going to make the sacrifice so much so if it's going to sacrifice your self-worth. You're trading, you're making the appropriate trades for sure. Okay. But yeah, there's definitely going to be a little bit of loss here and there, especially with that burnout. You will lose a little bit of yourself. But maybe this is what you've been kind of like trying to take hold of, right? We also have a little bit of rivalry, so whether that be in the workplace or not, you know, sometimes rivalries can almost be one-sided, where someone is, they create a competition, one-sided competition you know nothing about. We're getting a little bit of that. But yeah, definitely someone does see you as a rival in some way. We do get a little bit of a narrow path as well. And maybe this narrow path is related more towards that, like the chain of things, and because you feel chained to something, it creates this narrow path that almost feels like so endless that it's almost never ending, right? It's interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, we also have secrets revealed. Okay, so at the end of this narrow path, secrets will be revealed. Interesting. I don't know if this rivalry has something to do with just like two companies facing off with one another, two ideas facing off with one another. I'm getting like competition vibes, right? Competition. Mastermind. Okay, so definitely something here. Mastermind, luck. Yeah, okay. So yes, I'm definitely wishing you the best of luck in this competition. Some of you are in like some sort of national competition of some kind. Maybe it is related to fencing. Okay, we definitely get some fencing vibes here. Some sort of like person versus person or team versus team. I'm getting something around a school environment where you are like competing for something or like some sort of prize that you really want, and you're giving it your all. You're burning out trying to perfect this thing, and you really want it to work out. So that's for some of you. And it looks like you're the mastermind of something as well, okay, within a career, or even within this project that you're doing. And you're wearing like this sort of like good luck charm on your wrist, or maybe around your neck of some kind. It has like I'm getting a heart, a horseshoe, a 4-leaf clover, a 3-leaf clover. And these are all good signs of, all wonderful signs of good luck, right? And just like having positive heart within you, positive energy, and you're taking this within like this narrow path that you're walking on. Very strong here. Okay, secrets revealed. So something interesting is going to happen when this secret is revealed. It might relate to something that kind of took a turn for the worst, right? But let's just dive a little bit more deeper into that. Okay, let's see. But yeah, maybe, so at the end of this rivalry, some sort of secret is revealed, and something along the lines of it not working out as planned. So there is a sense of loss and risk as well underneath it. But we're not quite sure what that loss or risk is at this time. Ooh, okay, so we got a sense of freedom. Ooh, so maybe your sense of freedom is lost by you going through these events. Like you're working really hard to do something, and because of that, you lose your sense of being. You almost lose yourself in your work. It's almost like you're what's this thing where it's like you know, like when someone is very so much, it's like they have so much conviction. That's what it is, conviction, that they lose parts of themselves along the way. Wow, that's interesting. So you need to have more flexibility with your schedule, your income. It says being self-employed is ideal. Time off will help you get clear. Will get clear. So just like this is just giving an overall theme of just like metaphorically speaking of like you're going to be losing some sense of freedom if you don't have that work-life balance. If you don't schedule your time and your finances. If you don't find things that it is that aligns with your passion and your desires. But for some of you, you are doing something that aligns to what it is you want, or towards the career that you want and deserve. But you just need a little bit of time to kind of recover, and not burn yourself out as well. There's also a sense of limitations happening here. So there is a bit of obstacles, and they're not what they seem to be, right? And you can get around them with some careful thought and just simply choose something better for you, right? So we can definitely get that as well. Okay, so even if things are turning around for the worst, just don't forget to just be mindful of how you're feeling, okay? Because that's really just the general energies of how you feel, almost like a cloud over your head, right? We're also getting rewards. You are cashing in on all the good work you've done. Raises, bonuses, and prosperity are coming in. Keep going and keep growing. This is really good energy to see here. Okay, with all that hard work will come reward. Okay, you just gotta keep doing what you're doing, but don't lose yourself in the process. I think overall, the universe just wants you to know, take care of yourself. Ooh, we got locked. That's so interesting. So this lock is unlocked. This lock is unlocked. It's saying secrets are being revealed. This was locked. Work you want may not be in reach now, and you can take a temp position while waiting an opening. Your new place offers job security. Ooh, okay. So maybe the job you're currently trying to pursue at this very moment in time doesn't necessarily align with what it is you want to do, but there is a job with a temporary position that you could very well apply to, and it very well might align to what it is you want to do overall. Yeah, because in this current position, it looks like you're burning yourself out, and it may not be a healthy outcome for you if you continue on this path. Okay. Let's see what else. Ooh, yeah. So we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is all about having a sense of withdrawal, and there's also a little bit of apathy, reflection, discontent with your current environment, and we're definitely getting that through the burnout, right? Okay. Let's see what else is happening here. Yep, you're grinning and bearing things, right, with the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is all about resilience, protection, fatigue, and grit. You are protecting yourself to some regard, but that is just going to require you to just kind of readjust some things, so you don't have to be in this fatigued state of being, of mind, of just overall how you show up, okay? Because it almost feels as though what's the phrase, at your wit's end, or almost ooh, that flew out, almost you're continuing to do this thing, you're grinning and bearing it, but at the same time you're kind of at a standstill, right? But yeah, so this is the past, this is the present, and in the final, the near future and final outcome area, you have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is about harmony, stability. You're celebrating something. There's a sense of home and foundation. So it does look like when you are thinking about pursuing this opportunity that is a temp position or related to the position you want, this is going to bring you fulfillment. Or if you just go through this period of realization where you know that, hey, you're burning out, you need some time to relax and recover, you'll be able to do that. And that's also going to allow you to be able to celebrate your wins and accomplishments that you've accumulated thus far, and just come at it from a sense of gratitude and just positive energy and frequency. So yeah, those are all the messages I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. And if this reading resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe to be a part of this wonderful community. And until next time, trust your path and let the universe work its magic.